Y'all lag or not? My bad. We had to figure that out. Looks like I figured it out though. Let me know if there's a lag anymore. What's up, Kayla? What's up, Trizzy? Y'all back in here. Appreciate y'all. That was crazy. Get some of y'all back in here real quick as we're trying to figure this out. Let me know if there's a lag. The camera should look better because I told y'all this camera was not supposed to be blurry. So as soon as I seen that, I knew it was a lag, but we should be good now. It looks like we're good on my end. My bad, but we back. Okay. As I was mentioning, to the keys to this game is it's simple. It's stop Javonte Williams, one of the best backs in the league at the moment. Hold on, let me share my screen real quick. Get right back to where we were, and then we're gonna head right into film because I got some good film for y'all. Some film for y'all after this. Kev said, "Where you at? Where the Panthers are, man." I'm telling you right now, I moved. So this is where I'm gonna be pretty much making videos, making content, going live. I'm being here. I might be, in my whatever, obviously my house doing that as well for live streams. I'm gonna be everywhere. You're gonna see me in a bunch of different rooms. Um, but yeah, I don't have my Panthers room, but I'm moving out hopefully by March. So by March, I'm gonna have my own apartment pretty much, and I'm gonna be decked out here in a couple months. So just stick with me for the next about 5 months while I just pretty much thug this out for a little bit. But yeah, yeah, it's gonna be quick. It's gonna be quick. Tree said, "We here, gang." Yeah, my bad. Took forever. The internet was terrible. Hopefully, it's better now. I think the lag is good now, so we're good. Got the Wi-Fi. What up, B Amos? How you doing, man? How you doing? Yeah, man. I just been working and doing content last year. Just been grinding, so gonna still be doing that for y'all. Okay, back to the Cowboys preview because it's a big game. As I mentioned, first time in a while, but I have a chance to go 3-3. We're at home. We're 2-0 at home right now. My biggest point I was trying to make before my stream went completely out was Javonte Williams. Last game against the Jets, he had 135 yards, and I was kind of tying it in with how we're going to be using because the film I had, the 6 plays I am going to break down for Javonte here soon is going to be basically the box. The player number 8 for the Jets, I completely forgot his name. I said it on stream about 10 minutes ago, but he is going to be in Trayvon Morgan's role. And as I mentioned this, where he's going to be in the box, if Ajaravero is smart, he's going to play him in the box consistently and just do his thing. What's up, T Green? Keep pounding, man. But that's what I'm kind of trying to say with Trayvon Morgan as well, is if we use him correctly, like Ajaravero did, like last week against the Dolphins, after that first quarter where you put him on Darren Waller, like the entire first drive, he finally used him correctly and did his thing. In the box, he was one of the best safeties. He just simply one of the best safeties in the league when used correctly, as I mentioned before. But you can see with Javonte Williams here, 135 yards so far this season, 447 yards, almost has the same amount of yards as last year on the Broncos and started 11 games already, or started 11 games last year. Started 5 so far this year, has almost the same amount of yards as last season, averaging almost 6 yards a carry. He's been simply one of the most efficient runners in the league. This is why I'm mentioning he's just the biggest factor in this game by far. Obviously, you have T-Mac and Bryce, and that connection is going to be big as well when it comes to how are they going to finally get that touchdown, how T-Mac going to finally get that touchdown. All that obviously does matter. The offensive line, but look at the injury report, bro, and go through that before we head into the All-22 because I want to get to the All-22 as well, kind of show you guys what the Cowboys did last week to kind of exploit the Jets, why he got 135 yards and what really he could do again. This week against us. So I'm going to, of course, stop sharing my screen real quick, reshare with y'all, show you guys this injury report. Let me do this real quick. Okay. Let me know if y'all see that. Cool. We got the injury report up. So Caleb Evans, okay, that doesn't matter. Chuba and Taylor Moan are going to be out, and Turk is going to be out. Those are three important players. Rico Dowdle had a big game last week. He said he's going to be ready this week to pretty much dominate the Cowboys on Sunday. I'm excited for Rico's second chance to really do his thing again. Taylor Moan is going to be interesting. A lot of people are concerned. Josh Nijman's a serviceable backup. Okay. I understand James Houston for the Cowboys has been pretty good on the edge so far this season for them. I'm not really worried about Josh Nijman. I think he's going to be pretty solid on Sunday. Turk, that's a big one because obviously, as I mentioned, he's going to be a big factor in terms of getting pass rush. Okay, obviously we have Bobby Brown, Ashawn, and Derrick Brown. They're all good when it comes to stopping the run. Turk is going to be that big X factor when it comes to getting pressure on Dak Prescott, which is going to be important. Okay, he's going to be out again. He's been out pretty much all season long besides 2 games, 1.5. So it's kind of a thing where we've seen how we've been able to play on defense without him, which has been pretty solid, actually. I think our defense has been better so far this year consistently than our offense, just to be honest with you. Jalen Coker still questionable. As you can see here, JT's questionable. Shaw, Mike Jackson are questionable. These are all 4 important players. If we get all these 4 players on Sunday, I think we are solid. Let's look at the Cowboys. I've not seen the Cowboys yet today. See this right here? CD is completely out on Sunday. Did not see this today. Obviously, this is the practice report from today. It's a Friday, so the outs and the questionables are going to be here right now. CD's out, completely out. So that's a big factor when it comes to it because, again, if we can stop Javonte Williams, this is going to be a pretty simple game plan when it comes to how we can just stop the Cowboys. It's going to be George Pickens and literally Dak Prescott at that point. That's all it's going to be. That's all we're going to have to really rely on. So it's a factor. It's a factor. And you can see, obviously, they have a lot of players out. They have a lot of players questionable and a lot of unspecified and a lot of players that are very impactful. We can win this ball game. I mean, just straight up. If we cannot go in there at home and win this game against an injured Cowboys team with one of the worst defenses in the league right now, we might just not be that good. I mean, I just think if Jalen Coker's back, you give Bryce Young the weapons that he needs back. Again, there's no excuse for Bryce Young this week. If Bryce Young goes in there with Coker, T-Mac, XL, I'm sorry, he has the talent around him to win ball games like this. So he has to do it. He simply has to do it. What's up, Rocky? Said we have to tackle well. First man needs to bring him down. Exactly. I think we've been tackling well the last couple weeks. I think the last week against the Dolphins, bro, you guys saw it. You guys saw it firsthand. Our rookies on the edge were tackling. As soon as they got him, they set the edge well. That's going to be very important when I bring up the All-22 with this. So it's going to be very important. But this injury report's very important because look at their injury report is just simply 3 times worse than ours. And if we just get these 3-4 guys to play that are questionable, I think Mike Jackson should be fine to play. Jalen Coker, I think, is going to play as well. JT, I think, is going to play. Shaw, that's probably the one that I'm like, these 2 are the ones I'm more concerned about with JT and Shaw. Mike and Jalen Coker, I think they're going to play because we heard Jalen Coker say, been more confident with that one all week long, just to be straight up. So Trizzy said, I like the fact that Evero played more man-to-man coverage last game, which I'm glad about. Miles Sanders is out for the season. I just read that a few minutes ago. Stop the run, contain Pickens. Exactly. Simple. Ajero Vera has not been able to use zone coverage to his advantage because we know when he plays zone coverage, he likes to back off a lot. As I mentioned, if you guys watch my All-22, video on Wednesday, I'm pretty sure I posted it. I showed you guys that clip in the Dolphins inside the 10 or inside the red zone for sure, where Lathan Ransom was like 10, 20 yards off his man. And it was a quick out for 5 yards. I think it was a 3rd down, and you gave up that play, and they get a 1st down. Ajero Vera just cannot play zone coverage. He doesn't know how to scheme it. The play was correct. Like he blitzed. It was a perfect play call. Just Lathan Ransom was way too far off his man, and you couldn't really do anything there at that point if you're Lathan Ransom because it's a quick out and you're 20 yards off your man. So I do agree with that. Miles Sanders is out for the season. I did see that today as well, which is very interesting. Miles Sanders has been decent. I don't know his exact effectiveness this year so far, like how many yards he has, but I know he's made some big plays for the Cowboys this year. If you stop the run and contain George Pickens, you're literally winning this ball game. There's no reason why, unless Bryce Young goes out there and turns the ball over again, you lose this game. It's simple. It's simple. It's simple. The formula is simple. CeeDee's out. Miles Sanders is out. The defense is just trash because you let Michael Parsons go and your defense just doesn't have depth. If you're the Cowboys, you saw the injury report. It's bad if you're the Cowboys. So it's I mean, if you're the Panthers, you got to win this game. Got to win. You're at home. You've been good at home. I just don't see a way I fumble the ball again because he's just not careful with it. Everyone's famous parking lot defense. Exactly. Okay, so yeah, that's the biggest thing. And also, I do want to mention Corey Thornton because Corey Thornton had an outstanding game last week against the Dolphins when he was able to play. Another opportunity, and I really am confident that he can do his thing out there, even if he has to guard George Pickens. Like, I'm that confident. We saw it in preseason. We saw it in the offseason when Corey Thornton was able to play. He was a baller. It was simple. It was simple as that. And I do believe Corey Thornton can just do the same on Sunday if he has to go up against George Pickens. I know he won't because he's really going to be in that slot for Shaw, but I do think he's going to, whoever he's on, I think he's going to ball out. And it's going to be interesting how we contain George Pickens because we know Jared Verrett does not let JC travel. I've been saying since he's been a defensive coordinator that's stupid because Jason, one of the best corners in the league, let him travel and play on the best receiver every single week. Hasn't done it since he's been a defensive coordinator here. It is what it is. I mean, it hasn't burnt us yet. Last week against Jalen Waddle, Mike Jackson let a lot of passes loose on, last Sunday. But if this week, if Mike Jackson, which I assume because he hasn't let JC travel pretty much any game he's been defensive coordinator so far, but if he does it like he's been doing, lets Mike Jackson play on George Pickens a little bit and he gets burnt, we're going to talk on this channel Sunday afternoon, even if you win the game. That's going to be a big thing where I'm like, okay, we got to figure this out because we can't keep letting this happen. Mike Jackson is very inconsistent, and that's just facts. So I'm going to bring up the All-22 here. I got these clips yesterday, and it's going to be very interesting to see kind of these clips again because every single one of these clips, I'm going to be straight up honest with you guys. I pulled from the All-22. Obviously, I pulled from the All-22. Every single one of these players you can see is stacked box. As you can see right here, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have 8 players in the box right here. Are we going to put 8 players in the box? In this type of set, yes, probably. But I think overall, we don't really see 8 players in the box for the Panthers. I think we can see 7. Obviously, you have your 4-down linemen, you have your 2 edges, you have Derek Brown, Ashawn Robinson, and you have Christian Roseboom, Trevin Wallace, and hopefully a Trayvon Morg. And you can see this what I'm talking about. I think it's Andrew Sisco. I think it's his name. I caught his eye a lot. So when I was breaking down the All-22 to myself yesterday, and this is the guy right here. This is exactly how we use Trayvon Morg in the box. Every single one of these clips every single one of these 6 clips where they have the box is stacked, he is the safety that's in the box stopping the run. He's not really effective at it, like as you can see when I break this down. But this is the guy that will be pretty much in his role. So you're going to see. I think this is Jake Ferguson. I don't know exactly. I'm sorry, I don't know exactly who this is, but you're going to see the Cowboys love to pull their linemen. That's what they just love to do, and they were effective against the Jets at it. Like, you're going to see they got pushed. When they pulled, they were effective at it. So you're going to see on this play, you're going to have him pull right here, basically get Andrew Sisco pretty short, and then you're going to see just a push. And then what this allows Javonte to do is pretty much get a feel with ease. Now, if he reads this correctly, and I think there's a guy right here, this left guard, he misses the block right here. I don't know if it's on him or on him. As we run it, I'll show you guys. But he misses the block, and if I run it slower, you guys will be able to see it as well. But he does miss the block, and if he lands his block early, he's one-on-one with this safety right here, one-on-one. As I run the clip, I might slow down for you guys to start. Yeah, it's on 0.5. Okay, so you're going to see, watch them pull, and I'm going to pause it to kind of show you guys what I was talking about. So you're going to see the first right here, got the block here. You got the right guard right here. And then watch, this right here is covered up. Javonte, if it's doubled, if he gets off this left guard gets off his block correctly right here, It's a block right here, and Javonte is gone in this hole. You play right here. Boom, 10 yards. Actually, might have been the wrong play I was trying to break down. But you can see what I was talking about. The Cowboys offensive line dominated last week. And you can see they love pullers, and you can see them get upfield right away. And you can see the hole open up because they just double here, one-on-one here, nothing here, and the hole opens up for Javonte right in the middle. I mean, that's what they do, just body on body and that out. And obviously, I'm pretty comfortable because I'm actually very confident when it comes to the Panthers, when it comes to stopping the run more than pass rush. The pass rush has been very ineffective when it comes to the edges, but we saw last week against the Dolphins, we can set the edge. We have Pat Jones. He's been very good at setting the edge, very good at that. Our two rookies as well has been pretty effective at it as well. So that was the first clip. Let me get some of the chats here. Evero made an adjustment, putting Thornton on the tight end. Yeah. Again, Trayvon Moore just cannot play on tight ends. Never understood why he's done that. He's been very ineffective at it. But yeah, we need that. Yes, I was glad to see Thornton played. It looks like he's just picking up from last live action game. Yeah, bro. Court Thornton, I said this if you guys were watching my channel back preseason and off season. He's a dude. He's a dude. And I said I think he's better than Mike Jackson. I said that because I always thought Mike Jackson was inconsistent. When Mike Jackson is really good, Mike Jackson is simply really good. Like, he's a very good number 2 corner. But when he's not that and he's very consistent, that's when you look at it and it's just like Court Thornton can be better because he has the length, he has the size, he has the cover skills to be a good corner, I think. Thornton might replace Mike Jack. I think he should because he's, again, a very good corner. I think he has the chance. I think he has the body type. He has the skill set to be a number 2 corner in the league. Okay, it's just about tapping into that potential. I like the fact that Evero put Trayvon Moore in the box in the same side as a DB. Those two caused problems last week. Exactly. And obviously, if you watch my All-22 that I broke down the game against the Dolphins, when we sent him on the edge to blitz, when he was in the box, stop the run, he was so effective. One of the best games on defense I've seen all year for Trayvon Moore is when we use him correctly in the box. And it's just pretty exciting. So I'm going to get this video up here real quick. This next clip, that was the first one. That was terribly kind of explained as I was trying to explain it because that was the wrong clip I was trying to explain. It's one of these next ones. I think it's this next one that I was trying to break down. I don't know actually. Yeah, it was this next one that I was trying to. How I explained the last one. That's what I'm trying to do. What's up, Carolina Panthers armchair? Oh my. Okay, what's up? He probably will. You talking about? Yeah, Mike Jack. Yeah, probably. He should. Mike Jack needs safety over the top at all times. Oh, no doubt about that one. I feel like it just doesn't make sense why Gerald Vero likes to put him on the best receiver every week when he simply can't do it. Just simply can't do it, unfortunately. He just can't be that. He's not that consistent to do that. JC is. And it's burned us. Obviously, he gave up a ton of catches last week to Jalen Waddle. Granted, JC Horn did not play that good either against Jalen Waddle, but that was his first bad game of the year. So, it's all bad. I agree because, exactly, that if factor, man. Again, you can't teach that type of stuff. Same with Jalen Coker last year. Just can't teach that, just can't teach the it factor. Jalen Coker had it, and that's why I said from the jump when it was him or XO, I've always known Jalen Coker because as soon as he stepped in, he just played like a baller. You can't teach that, right? Some players have it and some players just don't. Not saying XO doesn't because again, if XO's good, we're better off as a franchise. Like people like to just think I bash the dude because of whatever reason. But I really hope he's actually a good player, as everybody else should as well. I really like to see Thornton replace Nick Scott. That's actually interesting. I feel like he may be In terms of being a safety for Corey Thornton, because that's very interesting thoughts, obviously. When it comes to Corey Thornton, he has the size to really play a free safety. Like he does. He looks like a free safety, right? Natural at corner. Natural at corner. I think you have two good safeties too here now. I think you have, honestly, three good safeties, right? Damani Richardson, we have not discussed since the offseason, okay? Because Lathan Ransom pretty much replaced him in an offseason. I don't know how he did it. I guess because of his athleticism, but we have three good safeties. So I don't think he really needs to replace Nick Scott in terms of talking about safety or just in the secondary is what you're referencing. But let's get to this next play, because this next play is the one I was trying to explain. I'm sorry. I broke this film down yesterday to myself. These plays really stood out to me, but I might have to rewatch them a little bit before I can break it down to you guys. Okay, so basically this one's going to be a basic one. I don't think there's any pullers here, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's just going to be just bully ball from the Cowboys as from here, okay? It's literally going to be bully ball. Okay, you have your blockers here. Obviously, you're pretty much going to pull to the left. And I was talking about this left guard getting here. If he gets off his block here early, I'm pretty sure it's one of the two linebackers. He gets in here, and if he lands the block on this linebacker, Javonte Williams has a lane in the middle. He's one-on-one with this safety right here. Like, that's how good this play is in terms of, it's going to be interesting. Like, this is going to be the factor of the game, simply. This is going to be the factor of the ball game on Sunday, is how we can contain Javonte Williams. Just simple. Simple, simple, simple. I'm going to play the clip right here. I'm going to pause it right here. Okay, so you get the block here. Not on this tight end. You get the block here. Yeah, and he's back. He forces him. Watch how this linebacker forces Javonte to cut back. If you guys can see what I'm seeing. It's kind of hard. But look, this linebacker shoots right here because he misses the block in time. So it forces Javonte, because it's to the right here. If he lands his block, you can see the hole open up. Land that block right here. Get off your block, because he has him one-on-one right here. You see him one-on-one. Land that block. He's going this way. You open this up, Javonte's gone one-on-one with the safety. Right? It's kind of blurry. I'm sorry. I might zoom in a little bit here for you guys, because it is kind of blurry. Because guys can see what I'm talking about here. Right? Like, when I really watched this in depth last night, offensive line work is very underrated. Like, this is really what makes or breaks a run game, is the offensive line, because it really dictates the motion that you're kind of, pullers. That's why scheme in the run game is very important, because in certain plays, one puller can dictate everything. And you can see it's just one-on-one. He has him here. You double, you're laid off that double team. If you land this block right here, he's gone. He is one-on-one. It's literally one-on-one, but you get off that block a little late and you can't. Let me know if you guys can see what I'm saying here, because Andrew Sisco's right here, right? This is kind of Trayvon Moore's role, how he's going to play this Sunday in the box is going to be that kind of role. And you can see one-on-one, it's a double team, right? That was a scheme at first, but you got to get off that block early if you're the Cowboys there, and Javonte is gone, right? Do I think we have better interior players and a defensive line than the Jets? Yeah, but they do have Quinn Williams as well, who is a very good interior player. They got destroyed on the line of scrimmage, and the Cowboys' offensive line is not bad either. So if you're the Panthers, you got to figure out a way to contain that. But let me know if you guys can kind of see that. This is my first time doing a live stream breaking down film. Obviously, I always post them weekly, but I wanted to break down the Cowboys film as well on their side to kind of show you guys what we need to do and how we can exploit it, because the Cowboys' running game was so dominant on Sunday against the Jets. And the Panthers were known for giving up a lot of yards on the ground. It's just not crazy to think that it's possible in a week, right? Where Javonte, we're playing one of the best runners in the league right now, and an offensive line that is helping him get to that level, if that makes sense. I think Thornton could be like Cam Chancellor. He just needs to get a little bigger. He's good, man. I'm telling you, I've always believed in Corey Thornton. As y'all know, if y'all have been watching the content since the offseason, y'all know I've been big on Corey Thornton since that long. But yeah, I feel like this is fun a little bit. Obviously, going over some film. This next film breakdown I'm going to play, obviously I have 6 clips. So it's the third one coming up. They shift to the right. And obviously, as I mentioned, this is just very important. And obviously, it's just man on man, right? And the Cowboys honestly missed opportunities to literally give this man 200 yards. Like, he had a chance to have a Rico Dowdle level game last week. If the Cowboys line, just one player makes a block. That's why football's a game of inches, is because of the fact that one missed block, one misassignment, it's between 1 yard and 30 yards, which is why this is a team sport. Okay, which is why Rico was able to really be effective last week at 200 yards, because obviously he was that good. His explosiveness last week was amazing, but he was also able to get help from his offensive line, which was able to just open up holes for him on Sunday, which is the same thing with the Cowboys here. Okay, very good week for the Cowboys, as I mentioned, on their line. But watch this clip one more time for y'all just to make sure I'm breaking this down correctly. I mean, yeah. I'm gonna show y'all real quick. This is very interesting because you get one more block on this play, he's gone. Possible. Corey Thornton is like that. If you haven't yet, check out probably will put Terrence Ferguson. Bet I'll pull it up after this play. They're not going to run any inside zone or counter run insides. I'm hoping we can hold the edge. Yep. I mean, the All-22 just showed that they love pulling, right? They love to miss, what is it, the right word? Confuse the defense, right, with their scheme with the line. They love to pull, they love to shift to left or right and run outside zone, stuff like that. Like, they're going to run to the outside, but what we've been able to do this year so far, I really think on our line, is set the edge. If the edges have done nothing all year, they've really done a good job at setting the edge consistently. So I'm going to pull this next play up for you guys. Let me see. Very interesting play. Okay. So you can see set up right here at the Jets. What is that? 34-yard line. You can see Javonte in the backfield right here. And it's going to be basic. All they're going to do here is shift to the right. Blocker. Obviously doubles here. And one player is going to get free. Don't know exactly who it is. We're going to run it right here. But let me show you how one assignment goes from this is 7-yard run. What is that? The center right there at first. Let me see. Don't know exactly. The right guard. Boom. 1-on-1. Double. He gets up here. Boom. He gets up here. Look at this player right here. Don't know exactly who this is. But since it's a double here, he gets off his block and gets here. Okay. You're 1-on-1. Watch this right here. Let me zoom in a little bit for y'all, because I know it's a lot. It's kind of blurry a little bit for you guys to see. But if you, let me go up a little bit more. Get the block here, and look, he's stuck. He's stuck. If you're the right guard right here, what would be your next block? If you're him, would it be here or would it be cutting out here? Because you're 1-on-1 here. So what would be your next move? Right here. Obviously, this is simple. It's just bully ball right here for the Cowboys. There's no scheme work, right? You're not really shifting to the right per se. I guess you could say they are shifting to the right. This is supposed to be a shift right because you're pulling Javonte. It's outside zone. So this is supposed to be to the right. As the offensive line is supposed to be shifting to the right. But you can see, let me run it real quick. Pause right here. Okay, this is the perfect play. Look at this. He hit bully ball. Boom, boom, boom. He's stuck. He obviously goes here. This is the mistake I feel like he made. It's a run play. You're an offensive lineman. You can go up. It's not going to be a penalty downfield. So what you can do, what I think he should have done, my opinion, is just take this block up here. Boom. Javonte's literally gone. He is gone. And with 1-on-1 with this safety, he's going to obviously pull down here if you make that play. Do you guys see what I'm saying? The Cowboys offensive line bullied the Jets, and it's not like they don't have any scrubs on their defensive line, okay? It's really not that hard to kind of see what I'm trying to say here. It's just bully ball, right? And I really broke this down last night. I watched every single run that Javonte had in a stacked box, and it really surprised me how effective he was. Like, it was like at least 5 yards every single time. The offensive line was really, really good. Obviously, this guy might not have seen him down here because he's kind of in his way a little bit, as you can see. But I feel like if he takes this upfield, man, and gets a good block on this, what it's safety or whatever, you can see Andrew Sisko right here. That'll be kind of Trayvon Morgan's role in the run game. It will be him. And as I broke it down, I could kind of show you that. I can kind of rewind it. But that's kind of what I'm saying. If you take this upfield right here, 1-on-1, Javonte's gone. And it goes from 7-yard carry, which is what this play was, to a 20-yard carry, most likely, if he can make that defender in the back miss. Let me just play it for y'all fully real quick. Just watch it develop. It's in 0.5 speed, so you guys will be able to see all the action kind of up slowly. You see him come down here, Andrew Sisko, that's kind of be Trayvon Morgan's role. I'm telling you right now, make that block. He's literally gone for 20 yards. And that's big. So let me pull up that Terrence Ferguson touchdown. I don't know. Let me see. You talking about Terrence? Yeah. We're talking about Jake Ferguson. Might be talking about Jake. Let me see. Who 2 tutties last week from my boy Jake Ferguson. Yeah, but I mean, I'm telling you right now, this is why I made this video, and this is why I'm breaking the film now for Javonte, because this is going to be the make or break for the game for us on Sunday. Simple. I think this is the screen pass. I'm pretty positive. Oh, this is a screen pass. Interesting. Okay. I'm going to show this clip really quick. Let me show this. Let me see, because this is my first time watching it too, so I'm going to kind of break this down with y'all, kind of to myself a little bit, kind of see how what happens. Okay, so let me slow it down. Let me see if I can. I can't. Okay, we're going to pause in midway. So you can see, obviously, a shift. And what I noticed about the Cowboys, they love also to run 2 tight end sets. They love to play that type of football. So it's going to be interesting, man. Like, the Cowboys are not bad on offense. Obviously, they're going to try to run the ball on us without CD. It's simple. Shift back to the right. Again, another puller right here. You can see 66 pull. Got a blocker here. Got to shut off that block. This is very well played. I mean, wow, what a scheme. I mean, you shifting. I think this is what the 6th rounder that had 100 yards. Forgot his name on the top of my head. He had like 100 yards on Sunday against the Jets. You shift players like this consistently. Fake that run. Get Javonte out. It looks like a screen to the left, low key. So you shift these 2 linebackers to the right. I should say. Sorry, you're going left, but you're going right for the linebackers. They shift to the right because they think this is the pass. You shut off that block here for Jake Ferguson. Everybody's turned to the right. I mean, you see this right there. Everybody's turned to the right. You got him turned to the right, him. At that point, it's 1-on-1, and it's a touchdown, man. Yeah, at that point, you got too many blockers out there. It's a touchdown for my boy Jake Ferguson. CD's out. So that's actually going to be another big thing on Sunday, actually. Just thinking about it on top of my head. We have not been able to contain tight ends at all so far this season. If it's Trayvon Morgan, if it's whoever. I mean, we've not been able to cover tight ends at all so far this season. So, and again, I just won't be surprised if we start the game and Trayvon Morgan's on a tight end. You know, that's kind of what I'm iffy about. I just shouldn't be had, right? And I'm not comfortable with any, Trevor Wallace, Christian Roseman on a tight end either. Corey Thorne this Sunday, won't be upset if he's on a tight end, just in specific. Obviously, Jake Ferguson in this instance. Will need Derrick Brown to play big? Absolutely. Aside from the edge room doing their thing, Derrick Brown needs to be the biggest guy in the middle, and I think he will be because he is every single week, right? Because he's Derrick Brown. But That's that. Armchair says they had the Jets linebackers were position. Yeah, man. Actually, that was the first time me seeing that clip. Let's not be surprised if, I mean, the Cowboys are very, again, they have an offensive-minded head coach, right? They do. They have an offensive-minded head coach, so it's going to be kind of be good at on Sundays, at least scheming open guys. But it's going to be interesting to see how we can counter that. Okay, it's just going to be big. It's going to be a big thing, and if you're the Panthers, you gotta find a way to hold tight ends, right? And I'm glad you brought that up. Armchair, glad you brought that up because it's just going to be a big one. With CD out, your Dak will be looking at Jake Ferguson a ton on Sunday. Trizy said, and that's another thing tight ends be killing, like Armchair said. That's something that absolutely should be addressed. Absolutely. Glad he brought it up. Okay, let me see. Okay. Get the fourth clip up for you guys with the Javonte. If I'm not lagging again, dang it, bro. It's like I plugged in my computer and it just starts lagging. Wait, let me see. It's only 5 clips, so we're chilling. Okay. Will we get Rosenboom or Rosenbroom? I think we're going to get another bad week of linebacker play, man. Like, obviously, Rosenboom had a very good game last week. Like, it's the Dolphins, like, outstanding game. But I don't know. I'm just not confident yet in consistency from Christian yet. Trizzy said special teams should be addressed as well. Fair. Special teams has been up and down. I feel like when it comes to the kick returners and the punt returners, who do we want? Because obviously we saw DJ Dallas out there a little bit last week. I mean, he was all right. I mean, obviously when you're coming to special teams, the first thing you want them to do is be able to catch the ball. Trevor Etienne has not been able to do that. So you put DJ Dallas out there. Hasn't been that effective in terms of getting yardage, right? But I mean, the first thing that you want is your player to be able to at least catch the ball, field it, and try to get as many yards as possible. And that's what he's able to do. A lot of people saying Jimmy Horn should be getting. We're not going to, play him on offense that much, I guess. But the reason why we haven't given him the opportunity per se in that spot, it's got to be more than we think, in my opinion. But what do y'all think we should add on special teams when it comes to like kick returns and punt returns? Because DJ Dallas has not been necessarily bad per se when it comes to that. Obviously, we kind of replaced that because Trevor Etienne's been bad at fielding. That's the first thing you want when it comes to kick returns and punters. But let me get this next play up. Let me get this play for you guys. It's another good play. This is bully ball. I feel like this next play I'm going to show you guys here with All-22 with Javonte. This is on him, I think, because I think you have good blocking completely. Watch this block here. This fullback's going to come up here. This left guard's going to come up here. One-on-one, and you don't really need anything here because this is a pull to the left, right? Which is why they're all shifting to the left right here, okay? It shows you, again, one-on-one. As this play develops, Javonte is going to cut back. There's only going to be no separation because this, the defense line does a good job here for the Jets kind of closing that hole. I want to see Javonte come up here and bounce back outside and try to get more yards because there's no one out here. Obviously, you have one-on-one here with George Pickens. So on this play, I feel like, this is more on Javonte than anybody. He should have bounced this outside. But again, I mean, the offensive line dominated, even in a stacked box. Just think about that. There's 7-8 players in the box right here for the Jets on all these 5 plays, and the offensive line does its part. Every single one of these players does their part to be just effective in what they need to do. The cover team, I mean, when it comes to the cover team, I don't really. It's kind of hard to really say. You know what I'm saying? Because like that's just a bad technique thing, right? And that really just happened on the Patriots game. Like, I don't really want to, man. I don't really want to bash the coverage team that much yet. Now, if it happens again this week, okay, then we have a problem. But I guess the Patriots game was really the worst one. Last week, I feel like because the Dolphins wasn't too bad per se. All year, besides the Patriots game, hasn't been too bad in coverage. Okay, I feel like that's more of a technique thing when it comes to coverage. Now, returning kicks, all that's more of a talent thing. If you just got the speed, you're going to be able to do that, obviously. But the coverage, yes, if we cannot cover in special teams this week against the Cowboys, we will be in trouble. I mean, just it's simple because that's an extra component that they can use to obviously score points, do that type of stuff. And if we have Trevor Etienne fielding kicks as well, it's going to be interesting. Get some of these chats. What's up, Caleb? Appreciate it. Micah said, we might just see another 200-yarder Rico this week that I drafted and went crazy and I still lost. Man, I'm telling you, if Rico gets 200 yards, we're winning this ballgame. I mean, even if Javonte matches that, I just don't trust. I just don't. I just simply don't. But yeah, I mean, Rico definitely has the opportunity. I mean, he sounds like he's balling. Chuba's out. Rico's ready. Simple. Rico's going to be ready to go out there and give us another big game. Dallas has always had a good special teams group, so covering kicks will be key. Again, that's the thing about the Cowboys. They're always well coached, from top down. Defensively this year, it's a kind of a rebuild year per se on defense because they have a new offensive-minded head coach, right? So it's going to be that kind of weird year, and you just got rid of Micah Parsons. So that's why they're so bad. But I do agree. This is going to be important. Every phase of this game is going to be important. I just feel like if we do our job, it's not going to be as hard as a lot of people think it is. Appreciate you, Armchair, giving me a super chat. $10. My first super chat, I think, of any show I've done so far. This is big for me, man. Armchair, thank you so much. Appreciate you. Hey, we got to do a show one day, man. Just let me know. I'll be down to come join y'all's show, your show, and talk some ball. Hold on, let me get this next play up. But yeah, it's actually... Hold on. Man, let me know if you're trying to do a show. I'll be down, man. I'm definitely going to get you. Next time you live, I promise I'm going to get you a super chat as well, man. I promise. Appreciate you so much. If you out, have a good night. Let's get this W on Sunday. All right. All right, man. Just hit me up wherever. If you got Twitter, I got Twitter too. Just DM me there and we get set up. But man, appreciate you for the super chat. First one of the channel. So happy about that, as always, man. And you're one of the best in the business. So I appreciate that. Okay, so we got one more clip for Javonte, but you guys can see what I was talking about with Javonte here. Just bully ball, man, oh man. This fullback gets here. I mean, it's everything. I mean, he's on his man right here. Javonte can bounce out to the outside, and this is a big play. I guess he does set the edge kind of well, actually, here. Yeah, they just do a good job not giving up too many yards on this play for sure. So that's definitely obvious. But that is the what is it? The fourth play. We got one more left. Let me get to it real quick. Man, we've been streaming for 45 minutes. Haven't even realized. Haven't even realized. Hold on. Hold on. Yeah. Appreciate all y'all in here, man. Hey, if I assume y'all are all already subscribed to Armchair. He has like 2,000 subs on YouTube. But if you guys aren't subbed, go do that, man. Go do that. Again, one of the best in the business, one of the nicest people as well in the Panthers content creation. In Panthers content creation, if you guys are not subscribed yet, go do it. But I assume you guys are because, again, he's just one of the best we have. So, Micah said, we get Coker back. So like T-Mac, Coker potential, and should Jimmy Horn can really turn into something special and crazy. I hope so. You just can't have Bryce turn the ball over and making stupid fumbles. And I think we could. Again, I genuinely think this game is winnable. I mean, the Cowboys are injured, like badly injured. This game is winnable. This game is simply winnable if you're the Carolina Panthers. I mean, you got Coker back. T-Mac is on the rise. It's just like that. I mean, you have the chance on Sunday to win this game, and it's funny because I live in Dallas. If you guys didn't know that, I know some of you guys probably do. This is a big week for me because if we win this game, I'm gonna be talking. I'm gonna be insufferable all next week to every Cowboys fan I know here. Like literally, I'm gonna be insufferable. So that's big. Good stuff, CJ. Yep. Great stuff. Great film from CJ, man. I'll be watching this film every single week. It's great. His live streams amazing too. So again, if you guys aren't subscribed, I assume you guys are. But if you guys aren't, please go do that for him. He's about to be at 2K. So make sure y'all go do that for him. Caleb said, we need to get you 1K. Man, it's been a slow process, but I've been sticking with it, trying to continue this grind, get better, figure out different ways to obviously break film down because that's the biggest thing. I love breaking film down, and I feel like there's easier ways to do it. And on a live stream is fun, man. I feel like this is fun for you guys. I don't know. Like, let me know if you guys want to see more of this, like opponents. Like, if you guys want me to go live once a week like this and just break down our opponent's film, for example. I feel like that would be really fun to do every single week. Obviously, have our usual breakdown where I post a video, and then later in the week, kind of like Saturday, kind of like a preview. In the preview, I could do stuff like this, where I break down certain guys, matchups, and the biggest things I feel like could help us win and break our opponent down as well. Man, I'm hoping by next week we get there. I'm literally one big video away from getting. I'm 20 away. I mean, if my video next week it hits 1K, YouTube has not been pushing my stuff out for whatever reason. I'm hitting like 400, 500 views on average, and every fourth video I'll get 1,000. One more 1,000 view video. It's coming. I'm being patient. I'm going to be at 1K. I'm very excited about it. I'm telling you guys now, I'm going to have merch out too here soon for all you guys. It's going to come. A bunch of good things are coming. Rock, appreciate you, man. So we got the super chat, and we also got an early member. If you guys are not a member yet on this channel, either go do that. It's like $3 a month to become an early member. I got special perks. If you guys want to become I don't have anybody yet on the second member, which means it's $9. I'm not trying to get you guys to do it, but it's basically I can post extra videos, and basically it'll go out to only my members on that level. The first one, it'll be just simple stuff. Obviously, I can get stuff early for you guys. So if I post a video an hour early, you guys can get it, stuff like that. So it's fun, just fun stuff. for you guys if you guys are interested in that. I've had that up for a while, but I have, I think, 2 people on there and now Rock. So, man, y'all showing out for me today. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Micah said, unlike last year, we have the actual weapons, but just depends of the QB. We just need to pressure down Dak Prescott, rushers like Princely and Pat Jones. Absolutely. Absolutely. We have the weapons. Again, there's no excuse for Bryce. If we go in there and lose this game, I actually think this game's winnable, bro. Like, I'm sitting here right now. Yesterday, I was like 50-50. Now I'm like, bro, looking at it, looking at the injury report. If we don't win this game at home and we're actually healthy now, of course, we have pieces out, but look at the Cowboys, and they have their best player out. Okay. This is just going to simply be a big game to win if you're the Carolina Panthers. Just simple. Just simple. I've seen some of his vids. You and him doing a collab would be lit. We just need to protect the rock, run the rock, stop the run, and contain Pickens and Ferguson and cover on special teams. On point. On point. And yes, me and him definitely going to collab at some point. Might even do post game on against the Cowboys. I might see. Definitely going to get at him for sure. I think he does have to. I think we're following each other. Let me see. You know what? I'll see after, but we'll figure that out. And I know you guys are going to show up for that stream as well. Yeah, it's been crazy. It's been crazy. But yeah, those are the perfect keys to victory. Perfect keys to victory. You said we need to protect the rock. Exactly. No stupid fumbles. If you're Rico, man, if you just give us 100, it's gonna be big. Stop the run, obviously, contain the edges. That's the biggest thing. If you want to stop the run, they run outside a lot, right? They like to pull guys. If you're pulling guys, usually you're going to the outside. Now, obviously, sometimes it could be inside zone, more, but it's not really going to be an inside run because you're pulling a guard or whatever. They love to go outside. They love those outside zones. Get them outside, pull a guy, and it's effective. So if you're the Panthers, Pat Jones has been really good so far this year. You got to continue if you're Pat Jones. And contain Pickens. I mean, dude, if you do all that, you win this game. I mean, there's no way you win. The only way this game is close is if you turn the ball over. I mean, you're at home. You have everything to your advantage right now. You got to take advantage of it. If they were fully healthy, we're probably going to lose this game. But that's what I'm saying. They're injured. So you have the really big chance to win this game. So, yeah, that's it. With that talk, when it comes to the keys to victory, because all that's facts. All that is all. Do you think Mike Jackson should be on Pickens or JC because they don't have another guard receiver besides CeeDee Lamb? Yeah. They did have a great they had like a 6th-round pick on Sunday go for 100, I'm pretty sure. If I'm not mistaken, I think he's going to be out there again. Jalen Tolbert obviously is going to be a big guy. Ryan Flournoy is an interesting player. I think he's a rookie, but I think he had 100 yards last week. Let me look at the stats specifically. He's not a rookie. He's a second-year player, but he had 114 yards last week, and he's going to be in the rotation again. So do I think Mike Jackson should be on George Pickens? No, absolutely not. CeeDee Lamb's really their only elite receiver left. You got to put your elite corner on him. I think that's pretty obvious. I think if you're Jero Vero, is he very bright as a defensive coordinator? No, he isn't. Is not very smart. But Cowboys are not weak there. I mean, you have obviously Jalen Tolbert. How's Jalen Tolbert been doing? Let me see. Let me see how Jalen Tolbert's done so far this year. Oh, very mid. Only has 101 yards this year in 4 games started. Again, I'm telling you right now, this game is very winnable. I mean, it just is. The Cowboys just they're not healthy. So yeah, to your question, I think J.C. Horn should be on George Pickens. But just to clarify, he will be on George Pickens probably 40% of the time. just be prepared because we know Jared Vera does not let him travel, and he's going to be on Jalen Tolbert like 60% of the time for no reason at all until it's third downs, and it's like, JC, do your thing. So when George Pickens has 100 yards on Sunday because Mike Jackson's on him 60% of the time, I need y'all to understand why. It's because of Jared Vera. And he just, again, he's been doing this for a while now, so he just loves and thinks what he is doing is working, but it's not really working, if that makes sense. But yeah. Let me see. Is it James Houston, right? That has the sacks, has the 4.5 sacks so far this year? Yeah, he does. He has 3.5 sacks on 18% pressure. Man, he's been elite this year in pressure. And he's not even, let me show you guys real quick what James Houston's done for the Cowboys this year on the edge. Let me show you guys. Okay, this is James Houston. Look at this. This is pretty elite, bro. I'm not going to lie to you. Look at the game log. 26% quarterback pressure against the Jets. 1.5 sacks. Let's look at these stats real quick. 60% quarterback pressure. 1 sack. No pressure against the Bears, but he only played 13 snaps. I mean, he's been playing like, what's the snap count? Bro is playing 30% of the snaps a game or less and is giving them elite pressure and 3.5 sacks already. How is this guy not starting? Like, what is holding him back? Sam Williams? Why is this guy only playing 30% of the snaps every single week? This makes no sense. Gave him 50% pressure in 9 snaps. Oh, wait. 7's run D, so that's really only 1 pressure out of 2 snaps. But that's still pretty solid. I mean, I'm not mad this guy only plays another 20 snaps. I mean, that's not too bad, actually. And he does play on the left side, so we should be good there. Hopefully, if Icky's not bad. But this is James Houston, by the way. Or sorry, is it Donovan? Yeah, sorry. It is James Houston. How is this guy not starting? How is this guy only playing 30% of the snaps, bro? This makes no sense. He has 3.5 sacks on 48 pass rushes, more than any other defender with fewer than 50. He holds the highest sack rate, 7.3%, and the 7th highest overall pressure rate at 18.8, and only like 30% of the snaps played so far this year for the Cowboys. That's elite. That's elite. And for the Panthers, you got to stop that. You got to figure out a way. But I think it's possible, man. I think it's possible. And he hasn't played a lot for whatever reason. I mean, if you want to keep doing Jared Vera stupid things, keep doing it. But Tree said, it's crazy how we have a top quarterback and we'll allow him to shadow the number one receiver. That is insane. Tell me about it, man. You paid this guy the highest amount of money for a corner for, yes, it was like a day. But I mean, you gave him that trust as a corner to say you're this good of a player, and your defensive coordinator doesn't trust him, I guess, to let him shadow elite receivers. It doesn't make sense. But yeah, I've been yapping for, it's been an hour. Jesus. Like, I never on stream for this long if it's just like this type of stream. It's been fun though, man. Y'all been going back and forth, discussing with me. It's been a fun stream. We're gonna keep growing. Obviously, I've been on my word. I've said I'm gonna keep doing streams with y'all once a week, and I've been actually doing twice a week lately. When it comes to streams. Let me see. But the streams are fun, man. What, it's like 10 o'clock on the East Coast? I forgot y'all are an hour later. So y'all get y'all rest. It's been a fun stream. I'll be back on here Sunday afternoon after we whoop the Cowboys. just pray. But after we whoop the Cowboys, I'm gonna be back on here for you guys, and I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna be talking a ton on Sunday. If we win this game, I'm gonna be so hyped. If we lose, I'm gonna be, I mean, be a little heated on stream on Sunday. But I have again stream on Sunday. Same as next week. We'll have video out. We'll probably do another live stream next Friday or whatever to kind of preview the Jets game. Just stuff like that. Just every week, just keep being consistent. And we're on the road to 1K. We're 20 away. I'm so excited. I appreciate all y'all for tuning in to the stream. And I'll see you guys Sunday afternoon.